on. Right, let's get started. Seated. We'll find a nice, comfortable seat, spine lengthening up from the pelvis. Excuse me. Neither close the eyes or fix the gaze onto one point. Take a few breaths to settle the body. Letting the seat get a bit heavier, the spine a bit taller. Feel light toning to the core to support you here. Bring your awareness inside and take a moment to check in with yourself and to notice what's coming up for you today. Notice any sensations, physical, subtle, the strongest sensations. Notice any emotions that might be there. Any thoughts that might be coming up. Notice your mood and your energy. Bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart. An opportunity to set an intention. We'll take an inhale together. Send out the intentions with the exhale. Lower your hands down, either keep the eyes closed or softly open. On an inhale, stretch the hands out to the sides, all the way up to the ceiling. Press the palms, exhale, draw the hands down the center line. We'll go 2 more times. Inhale, stretch out, get into the shoulders, the arms, the fingers. Exhale, draw the prayer down. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. And release your hands down and come forward to child's pose. Feel your hands on the mat, your forearms and elbows in contact with the mat. The forehead resting. So if the head's not resting on your mat, use your arms or a block to support it. And then the shins, the tops of the feet, the knees touching down. So notice how this feels. And we'll start to deepen the breath. So just finding a smooth, even breath to use through the practice. Walk your hands over to the right side of the mat for a side stretch. Let the head rest. Let the arms rest. Couple of breaths here. We'll take the hands through center and over to the left. Couple more breaths. Walk the hands back to center and thread the needle. Bring your right arm through, turning so the right shoulder and the right side of the head comes down. And either the left hand stretching out in front of you, or you could drape the left arm around you. Reach both arms forwards. And we'll switch sides, so the left arm threading through. Either right arm forwards or draped around the back. Send both arms forwards. Take an inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Come up to all fours. On an inhale, lift the head and open the chest, cow pose. Exhale, round in for cat pose. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back. And come into a neutral spine. So pressing both hands down, both knees down. Extend your right leg out behind you. So the right foot is flexed, the toes point down. Stay here or reach your left hand forwards. And then we're going to add on bit by bit. So either stay as you are or bend the right knee. See if you could then bring your left hand to the right foot. And then kick the foot into the hand. Open up through the left shoulder, through the right quad. And then simply release back to all fours. And we'll switch sides. Left leg extends out behind you. Just feel how that shifts the balance more into the hands and into that right shin. Option then to reach your right hand forwards. Keep looking down, fix the gaze on one point. Adding on, the left knee bends, the left heel comes right in towards your bum. Right arm might come around and reach the left foot. And then kick, press down, kick, lift up. One more breath. We'll release back to all fours. Come down onto your belly for Sphinx. Now the elbows are directly under the shoulders. It's like you're reading a book on the beach, elbows not down by your sides, right under your shoulders. And you pin the elbows down. The forearms make an 11 shape. If you're kind of collapsing down, just look at the position I'm in and adjust. Just many people end up like this, and that's not what it's like. Elbows right under your shoulders. Pin the elbows down. And then the legs are really important. Press the tops of your feet down. Engage the legs so the kneecaps lift. Press the pubic bone down. And then draw the heart forwards and up. So the lower back is nice and long. Lift the crown of the head up. Drop the shoulders down. Take a couple of breaths here. And then gently release down. Hands come under the shoulders. Inhale, push up to all fours. Exhale, round into cat pose, chin to chest. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under and push back to downward facing dog. And make your adjustments here. Spend some time stretching into the backs of the legs. Get into the soles of the feet and the toes. Start to wiggle the hips. And then come to stillness. Just check that your fingers are spread out nice and wide. You grip the mat with your fingertips. Press the knuckles down. Shift the weight back into your legs. And let the head hang. Lift the sit bones up. Feel length through the spine. And the heels are pressing towards the mat. Remember, you can keep a little bend in the knees. And the feet really plug in. So length through the spine, through the arms, and a lovely stretch down the back of the legs. On an inhale, come forwards into a plank. On an exhale, modified plank, drop your knees down. Take an inhale here and press the mat away. On your exhale, bend the elbows and lower down onto your belly. Inhale for a baby cobra. Doesn't need to be a big lift up. Exhale, lower down. Two more like that. Inhale, a baby cobra. Peel the chest up. Elbows in. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale. Feel how the legs are engaged, the kneecaps lifting. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up through the knees. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, forwards to your plank, knees up or down. Hold it here, press the mat away. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower down. Belly or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Lower down with your exhale. Inhale, press up. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale through the nose. A sigh out through the mouth. On your next exhale, look forwards. Step to the top of the mat. A halfway lift. Inhale. Long spine, open chest. Forward fold, exhale. Release the head. Take the feet about hip width for ragdoll, and we're going to take an interlace behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your elbows up, either hands resting at the lower back or knuckles lifting up towards the ceiling. And give the head a shake out, yes and no. And start to shift the weight from side to side. Let the head hang. The chin kind of tucks up towards the chest slightly. And then rock backwards and forwards. Feel the weight shifting from your heels to the balls of the feet and into your toes. Let the head hang. And release your hands down. Another halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Reverse swan dive. Inhale. Rise all the way up. Press the palms overhead. Hands to heart. Exhale. Be still. Smooth out your breath. Lower the arms by the sides. Sun salute A. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forwards, bend the knees as much as you need to. A halfway lift. Inhale, still the knees could be bent. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for your back bend, lift up, open chest. Down dog with your exhale, travel through the knees or plank. Down dog. Come back to your breath. On your next exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Reverse swan dive. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Smooth out the breath. Arms by the sides. Inhale, reach up, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank. Take an inhale here, press the mat away. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale for your back bend, rise up. Exhale to down dog, lift the hips up and back. Follow the breath. And then exhale, look forward, step or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart, exhale. Spread the breath out. Release the arms down, flowing through one more time. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back to plank. Inhale here, everything strong. Exhale, lower down, belly or chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. On your exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Either big toes touch or the feet are about hip width for chair pose. Sink the hips down, reach your hands up. Strong legs, strong core. Airplane arms, down by the sides, press your little fingers up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades together so the chest is open. The option to come up onto your tiptoes, lift your heels up, drinking bird. On your exhale, release the heels down. Inhale, arms up, chair pose. Press into your left foot, start to lift your right knee up, half staff. The right knee is bent, right foot flexed. Moving through airplane, bring your arms by your sides, airplane arms. Kick the right heel back. Then you might hover the right toes, you might use your right toes as a kickstand. You might come all the way down. We want a long line from the back heel to the top of the head. And you hinge from the hips. But that doesn't mean just folding at the hips. You want to maintain that long line. So you could be here or you could be here, that's all perfect. But it's not about just leaning the chest forwards. Take one more breath, wherever you are. And we're going to step back into a flying lunge. The right toes step back. Still got this long line from that back heel to the crown of the head. You're leaning forwards, but keep the belly away from the front thigh. On your next inhale, find warrior two. Pressing the left knee straight forwards. Pressing the right foot down. Right leg is strong. Flip the left palm up. Reverse warrior. Right hand resting on the right thigh. We're going to drape the left hand at the back of the neck or the back of the shoulders there. Keep lifting the left elbow up, stretching up. Don't lose the lunge in your left knee. Maybe look down towards your back foot, makes it a bit more comfortable for the neck. Keep pressing the feet down. On your next inhale, flow all the way through to side angle. Really exaggerate the arms. Left forearm down. Reach your right arm long over the right ear. Take one more breath. Now look down. Bring your right hand to your right hip. We're going to step into half moon. So hopefully some of you have got your block to hand, always prepared. If not, you'll just have to pretend. So the left hand presses down, the left foot presses down. Start to float the right leg up. Right leg working towards parallel with the floor. Use your right hand to open the right hip up. The right shoulder rotates open. Maybe you can reach your right hand up. Keep that right leg engaged. you feel steady, could you turn your head to look up towards your right hand? Look back down for stability. Bend your left knee, step back to warrior two. Stay for an inhale. Windmill the arms down with your exhale. Step back to downward facing dog. And pause. Just take a moment, no rush. Now you do what feels right for you. Take a break, or we'll flow through with the breath. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale for a back bend, lengthen up. Exhale, we're in down dog. Take an inhale together through the nose. The sigh out through the mouth. On your next exhale, look forwards. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold in with your exhale. Coming into chair pose, sink your hips down. Reach your hands up. Airplane arms. Option to lift onto your tiptoes. Release the heels down. Chair pose, arms up. Press into your right foot. Lift your left knee up. Half staff, stabilize here. Stretching up through the hands. Lifting through the crown of the head. Left foot is flexed, left knee lifts up. Airplane arms. Start to lean forwards, kick back any amount. Flying lunge, left toes step back. Keep the chest lifted, middle fingers lifting towards the ceiling. On your inhale, warrior two, open up. Stretch the hands away from each other, open across the chest. Flip the right palm, reverse warrior. Rope your right hand at the upper back. Lift the right elbow up and maybe look at your back foot. Inhale, flow through to side angle, stretch your arms out. Right forearm down, left arm long over your left ear. Open the left armpit up. Maybe look up. Turn the gaze down. Left hand onto your left hip, stepping into half moon. Grab your prop. That block is roughly 18 inches away from my right foot. So the wrist is stacked under my right shoulder. Flex your left foot. Lift the left leg up. Turn the left hip open, left shoulder open. Maybe reach the left hand up. Either keep looking down to the side, or look up towards the ceiling. You can press into your block. You can press into your right foot and extend out through your left hand, your left foot, the crown of the head. Take one more breath. Warrior two, step back. Adjust into it and be still. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, take the hands down. Downward facing dog, step back. Pause. Stay here or we flow through. Follow your breath. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale for any back bend, lift up. Exhale, down dog. Close your eyes, focus in on your breath. On an exhale, look forwards. Move to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reverse swan dive, inhale, rise up. Press the palms, hands to heart, exhale. Remember your intention. We're going to move on. So rooting down through your left foot for dancer's pose. Bend your right knee. Hold on to your right ankle or foot or your trousers. Point the right knee straight down so you're getting into the quad and the hip. Stabilize here. Maybe reach your left hand up. Lengthen up. If you feel stable here, you start to kick your right foot into your hand and reach forwards. Lean the chest forwards, keep the heart lifted. Lean in any amount. If you need to lean against the wall, go for it. Couple more breaths. Find some softness through your standing leg and then strength through that left arm and the right leg. Inhale, reach back up. Big toes to touch, hands to heart. And be still. Second side. Feel your right foot on the mat. Bend your left knee, hold on. Foot or ankle. Point your left knee down. But this might be a great place to stay. You're still getting that stretch through the left hip. Reach your right hand up. And then start to lean in any amount. Kicking back. That left leg is active. Right hand reaching forwards. Chest is open. Couple more breaths. On your inhale, rise up, big toes to touch. Both hands high, press the palms overhead. Stretch up. On your exhale, fold forwards. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're welcome to stay in down dog or take child's pose, or we're going to flow through one final time. And this last time will be strong as your first time. And that might mean that you need to modify just to make it count. Inhale forwards to a plank. Exhale, lower down. Strong hands as you lower. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Point your toes. Exhale to down dog. Take an inhale together. Sigh out through the mouth. Child's pose. Big toes to touch, seat to heels. Let the head rest. Walk your hands over to the right, side stretch. Walk your hands over to the left. And back to center. Walk your hands in. Come to sit up on your shins. So we're going to come into camel pose. Come up onto your knees. I like to measure 2 fists between my knees so the knees are under my hips. Tuck the toes under. Press your hands into your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the hips forward so the core engages, the pelvic floor lifts. Start to lengthen up. Ribs lifting away from the pelvis. Lift the breastbone up. Lift the chin up. You could stay here. This is a nice back bend as you are. Or you might be able to lean back a little bit more. And you might be able to then bring your hands onto your heels. You just go as far as feels comfortable for you, the point where you can still breathe and where you're not grinding your teeth. You might need to tip the head forwards a little bit to take the strain out of the neck. Hands to the lower back, straighten up, untuck the toes, sit down on your shins and turn the palms up. Close your eyes. So make sure that you're not leaning forwards. Just soften the lower back, the tailbone lengthens down, the shoulders over the hips. Send some deep breaths into any tight areas. And then you're going to come to sit down, extending your legs forwards, knees bent. And then round over your knees. So you can hunch your back, you can tuck your chin. Just let this be a counter pose to camel pose. Lift the head up. Extend the left leg out in front of you. Bend your right knee and step that right foot outside of your left leg. And we'll take a twist. So the right hand comes behind. Your left hand or arm is just going to hold on to your right leg. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, turn towards your right. So spiraling through the spine. And then hug your right knee in a little bit. Get the outer hip stretch through your right hip. Couple of breaths. Come back to center. Let's take a counter twist to the left. Come back to center and just switch sides. So the right leg is long, left knee bends, left foot steps outside of your right leg. Flex your right foot, left hand behind, either hook your elbow or just hold on to your left leg. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale, turn the left shoulder open. Feel the twist. Feel the outer hip stretch, drawing that left leg in towards you. Come back to center. Take your counter twist to the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, come back to center. Plant your feet at the top of the mat, knees bent. Time. Extend the arms forwards. Engage the core with lots of control, and as slowly as you like, start to make your way down onto your back. Keep the core engaged, keep breathing. Feel the vertebra unraveling. Come all the way down. Eventually the shoulders, the back of the head comes down. Take the soles of the feet together, the knees open wide, and rest your hands on your torso. Let the hips release. Take both legs long. Take the feet to the edges of the mat and let your toes flop out to the side. Arms down by the sides, turn the palms up. Softly adjust through the upper, lower, middle back, shoulder blades. And stretch out the face. Take some yawning stretches, release your tongue. Take a full inhale through the nose. And let the exhale be very slow and long out through the lips. And that gives you that sensation of grounding and complete release. I'm going to take the last minute to be still and quiet. Start to deepen the breath. Wriggle your fingers and toes. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Slowly turn the head from side to side. Reach the arms overhead, take a full body stretch and a bit of a wiggle from side to side. And bring your knees in, hold on to your shins and start to rock from side to side. Let yourself roll over to one side and make your way up to sit. And bring the hands into prayer. Take a moment to acknowledge your practice in the body, in the breath, and in the mind. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Remember your intention. We'll bow the head to the heart to seal the practice. Namaste. Thank you for being here today.